Alright, so I'm gonna I'm bleh, if I can talk. I'm gonna finish up the last quest thingy, which should finish off the event because I've already done all the mini games and everything. So wait
Combat
until the
data
following day.
updated.
Boop. Doesn't say what time, so
Please rest assured that I will. Hey!
damn it, I already cut it off. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna hear what Paimon has to say because I am impatient.
Hey, Aneva! Oh, Yehuda! You're here too? Well, after all that hard work, I at least deserve a slice of cake for my efforts. Don't you think? Wait, there's cake?
Yes. You two are here just in time. Ino wanted to thank you for your help, so now that Clink Clank is back safe and sound, she thought it would be nice for everyone to try out his baking.
Oh my god, it's a piggy.
Wow! So this is what Clink Clank was supposed to look like.
Yes. Luckily, the core was still intact, so all Ino had to do was make a new body.
Woohoo! Is it ready?
Oh my god, that's fucking adorable.
Hey, he ate it! It's not unusual for a chef to take a few bites before serving a dish.
No need to worry. Once he's had his fill, he can get started on the desserts for everyone else. It'll just be a moment.
All right. Wait, speaking of desserts, where's Ino?
She thought of a new idea for a robot and shut herself in the workshop to get started. When inspiration strikes, she jumps into action. That's just who she is.
Why does Ino like building robots so much?
Retrieving historical records from databank. At first, I believe Ino was just shocked to find something that fascinated her more than desserts. And fortunately, her friends respected her passion, even if, aside from struggling to make ends meet, there was little time for much else. Then, one day, an acclaimed teacher discovered her and recognized her passion for what it truly was: genius. Just like her friends, she finally discovered what she wanted to do, and not only that, she excelled at it. And when genius and passion collide, there's not much that can get in the way. So, Ino left her childhood friends, established the Clink Clank Krumkake craft shop, and started making all kinds of robot companions. Perhaps it all comes down to the natural instinct of a genius, the drive to see their imagination come to life.
Oh, so that's what draws her to robotics.
Based on my own experience with Ino, I think there's more to it than that. Long before she took me in, she was already pushing her skills to the limit in an effort to give each robot a distinct personality, and she already treated them like companions. What I mean is, it's not something that started with me just because I have a unique background. I think, after walking the path of a genius for so long, she looked around and realized there was no one at her side. And it made her feel lonely. So me, Clink Clank, and all the other robots Ino has added to the workshop, we're not just proof of her genius. We're her family. We give her the companionship she longs for. As I see it, that's the true relationship between Ino and her robots.
Oh, wow! So, you really mean a lot to her.
Yes, and for that reason, it did not matter to Ino how powerful Clink Clank could become, nor how feared or coveted his technology might be among the factions. And she decided that he would join his family, and that meant she would spare no effort to save him.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it makes Paimon wonder why someone like Ino would choose to stay in nod-krai.
I'm afraid my logic unit cannot make sense of that question.
Well, the way Paimon sees it, nod-krai is a dog-eat-dog place full of scheming and scamming. The people that thrive here seem to be built for that kind of thing. Anyone else would use the kind of tech Ino has to make weapons and threaten people. But Ino, she takes something that could be a weapon and turns it into a robot that makes cakes. It just doesn't seem like she fits in.
No, my view is the exact opposite. I've encountered the full spectrum of people that live here in nod-krai. But in my experience, very few of them can be said to represent this place. You say Aino doesn't fit in here, but I believe the opposite. If I were to attempt to define what a person from nod-krai should be, no one is a better match than Aino.
Ooh, the dessert should be done!
Yes, one moment. Allow me to serve them.
I want the one with the most frosting!
All right, everyone. Dig in.
That's cute.
So worth it.
And that is the conclusion of the event. I think. That was the end of the event, right? Yeah. Okay, so that was something else, I guess. What was this other thing? It's also ending in 7 days. Enable. Must have been some random... Oh! Wait. That has a conclusion? This has a conclusion? Well, it's technically still part of this event. So let's go do it. I think. Jeanette was the one with all the friendly robot things, right? Yeah. Hey now. Or, hey, now that Paimon thinks about it, we still don't know what happened to the robots once they all got fixed up. Let's go ask Jeanette. Yeah, okay, so this is the same thing. Huh? What's going on over there? Everyone's crowded around. And then there's Gaudenti. Denti tried to steal the robots I made. If Anefa and Saren hadn't tipped me off... Steal? Nonsense. Just trying to see if they were worth investing in. Analysis of your history renders your current claims difficult to believe. My history? Don't spout rubbish. Aino values all items in her workshop and has established comprehensive surveillance systems throughout her robots. It is also impossible for an outsider to steal from the workshop without being detected, unless the culprit is assisted from within. Wait, do you mean, or don't you mean? While I was here, I swept every corner of the workshop meticulously. As expected, I discovered a few destroyed surveillance bots. I had Aino repair them. The recovered records made it clear that the assistant we are looking for is indeed Gadanti. So he's been working with that receptionist all along? You two were attacked when retrieving the last of the robots, right? I'm afraid those assailants may also have ties to him. I'm an expert representative of the Kuvaki Experiment Design Bureau. You have no right to lay your hands on me. There is no law in this place. They can do whatever the fuck they want to you. Give it up. You think we haven't figured out who you are? You're no representative of anything. This man was once a member of the Adventurers Guild, but was expelled due to misconduct, before returning to bounty hunting instead. I have heard that he still hadn't kicked his old habits at that point, which cost him his certification from the Vonich Guild, so now he's stuck scraping by on shady gigs, like this one. Haha! When Paimon first laid eyes on him, she could just tell he was a big, lousy liar. Now, what are we gonna do with him? Excuse me, with all due respect, I might take the liberty of handling this individual. Hey, aren't you the merchant we saw back at the black market? To be honest, there's an unsettled debt between this bounty hunter and I. According to my agent, he's been hiding in the workshop for quite a long time. Out of respect for the workshop owner, my agent never pressed for repayment, so I've come personally to negotiate this matter in a more civil manner. Asiku Ko, my good sir, please help me. All that I've done has been to repay the mora you lent to me. Mr. Godenti, if I didn't want to help you, why would I have overlooked your disastrous business reputation to secure a subcontract from the design bureau for you? Ugh, this was an excellent opportunity for you, but your sheer incompetence forced you to re-outsource the job to the workshop's owner. To make matters worse, you've ignored your employer's demands and allowed decommissioned recon bots to flood the black market. I'm afraid I must reevaluate your ability to pay off your debts. The information I have indicates you are deliberately exercising your influence on the series of events. Oh, how so? To my understanding, you previously posted a notice naming a high price for which you would purchase any of Aino's creations. Excessive amounts of Moors can have a strong influence on certain individuals. My hypothesis is that, be it this bounty hunter or the receptionist, their behavior can be regarded as having been influenced by said notice. I'm afraid I can't stand for such criticism, Miss Robot. From the beginning, I've only done two things. Firstly, I express admiration for the technology Aino has developed. Secondly, I use my own funds to endorse the commercial viability of said technology. If greed causes someone to fall out of line, then that is their responsibility to bear. Indeed, I cannot find any evidence to prove that you directly influenced their actions, and I cannot refute your claim logically. However, there are things in this world more important than logic. In any case, I request that you remove that notice. Aino treasures each and every one of her robot companions. We do not desire that a price be put on any of them. Aha, that. According to my informant's intel, those constructs are, at their core, rather childish. Hardly something a grown man like myself would find intriguing. Nonetheless, I still hope to be compensated for my initial investment, just through alternative means. To that end, I've prepared a contingency plan. Now, I did not expect others besides the workshop owner to be capable of designing similar constructs, such as this Fontanian engineer. I admire your talents. May I interest you in a potential collaboration? Who? Me? Indeed. If my intel is correct, then your work has the potential, albeit through sheer luck, to be perfected as a product, yes? Is he talking about the combat abilities that the robots picked up? Um, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid my work is just as you described. Aino's. It's quite childish, so I doubt you'd be interested. Huh? I wasn't thinking about making them into different Kuvaki weapon types while designing them. What I wanted to invent was a robot that could use the interactive powers of Kuvaki to gain a certain level of intelligence. But during my testing, I came to learn that the Kuvaki in the system I designed was not so much logic as a type of emotion. And that's why the robots were more prone to malfunctioning when tests got more stressful. But if you give the robots enough friends to let them have fun, the system runs smooth as butter. The combat ability that awakened were essentially meant to protect their favorite playmate, Traveler. They sound like a group of kids, don't you think? They can't become the weapons you want them to be, because children won't listen to orders. But there is a possibility, no? Perhaps all they need is to be whipped into shape? I dare you to try. Both Miss Aino and Miss Jeanette's research has been invaluable to the Venturers Guild, here in nod-krai. I'd strongly advise against stirring up unnecessary disputes. Or else the guild will have to step in. Are we clear? The Adventurers Guild. So you'd have an eye on this place then? Fine. Business is business. I'm not in the mood to make trouble I didn't ask for. And as per Miss Robot's request, I shan't make any further commercial demands of Aino's work. In exchange, I'll take this bounty hunter with me. He'll make up for my losses. Of course, please take him away. Is this really okay, Enougha? We can't guarantee he wasn't trying to cover for this guy. There are many unwritten rules in nod-krai's shadow. I do not agree with them. I just don't want them to affect Aino's life. Some things are best settled outside the workshop. If you say so. Okay. And yet another quest? Just popped up? What? What
Cleaning
quest was
sequence.
that? Okay. That's not a it's not a daily commission, but it doesn't seem to be related to whatchamacallit. So this must be the character interaction thing.
Progress.
All right,
Based on
so
data
that's a
from
completely
past
different matter.
incidents, please
So that's going to
avoid
be
dropping
it
small
for now
items such
for
as
the event Clink Clank Clash, and I'll see you guys later.